Day one of hitchhiking to Patagonia.
Started the day nice and early, got my bag packed, had a final breakfast with Luce and got her to write me down some key phrases to help with my Spanish. Then made some quick emergency sandwiches on the way to the first stop. Thanks to the use of the app Hitcher, I was able to find my spot quite easily by looking at the map. And then it was time to write the sign. I was going quite ambitious, my first ever hitchhiking journey. My aim was Bariloche, 1,000 miles away. So let's see how long it takes me to get there.
Getting some funny looks, but no stops just yet.
But the stop happened moments later. After just 20 minutes, I got my first lift. He was only going about 40 miles away, but every little helps. He dropped me at this lovely town, and then I waited for my next stop.
So that guy stopped for me, but he was going to like the town over, so it was pointless. So I had to let him go. Carried my bag for nothing, ran to him. But we wait for a big one.
And that big one came moments later. I saw a big truck with Bariloche on the front. I couldn't believe it when he stopped for me. This looked like it was going to be my home for the next couple of days. We had 1,000 miles to cover. Had a bit of a language barrier, but we were going to try our best to get there. We saw another guy on the side of the road, so we stopped to pick him up. And that meant me moving to the back. Now, unlike my driver, this guy was a football fan, so we managed to talk about football for a while. He was only with us for around an hour, and then we quickly stopped for lunch and a little siesta. Here's me and the boy Ricardo on the road, and he wanted me to make some mate for the journey. First time boiling a kettle in a car, but it's the first time for everything on this trip. Anyways, we drove into the night, the sky started to change, but one thing didn't change: the music. And at a certain point, I had the tough decision whether I wanted to sit in my seat or take a seat in front of one of the tyres. I chose the seat. But anyway, we stopped for some dinner. That made up for it. Got some food and I felt tired, and he told me to go up to my bunk while we were still doing some serious speed, which I was unsure of, but it was all okay. And finished off the day with him giving me a knife as a present before I went to sleep. I was a bit confused what this was for until I heard him in the night. Follow along for part 2 tomorrow.